Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, Jason pitched for 8 innings against the Toronto Blue Jays in Rogers Stadium. He allowed 7 hits and a walk for 3 runs, but no homers, collected 7 strikeouts, and got the win. And we are closing in on the end of the season, but it looks like we are going to have plenty of time to get out there and do some more damage. Maybe build up our case for the Cy Young Award this year, because we're still in contention, but as I was checking previously, we're still kind of lingering behind, because they really take the voters for the Baseball Writers Association of America really take those losses into account, I guess, and Danny Salazar, though he has as many wins as we do, has fewer losses, even though he has a much worse ERA and like 1 more strikeout than we do. So clearly, if we want to win that award, we're going to have to put in some really good performances for the rest of the season. Hopefully that's going to happen, because it looks like we're going to have Seattle, Baltimore, the Yankees, and the Angels our last few games of the season. Let's go for it. Okay, bullpen day. What do we got? Cut velocity is always fun. Hits per 9. Cut velocity cap, of course. 2-seam velocity, always, still fun. Get it above 90, that would be kind of cool. Speed, durability, home runs per 9, not interested, so let's go ahead and get this sucker. Build that arm up, Jay. Get that fastball.
With the season coming down to it, this team has a healthy divisional lead. The manager would like to keep it that way.
Yep, we are just about there. Also, well, missed it this time, but we'll get back out there and we'll get to it another time. Today we are going to be facing the Seattle Mariners in Fenway. Now, Jason has faced off against the Mariners grand total of 3 times, only 1 start, has a 0-0 record against them, but a 0.00 ERA and a 131 WOBA. So he is pitched very well against him. It's just he hasn't had all that much time out there, and apparently the offense has been a little bit stifled by these guys. So we're going to go out here, see if we can't put something together, get out here, and get it.
Well, it's not quite a nor'easter, but the rain's coming down pretty good here at Fenway Park in Boston. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the Seattle Mariners and the Boston Red Sox. Number 16, one of the league's best hitters, looks to gain ground in the chase for an AL batting title. First pitch is next. Jason Parham, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's having a real solid year, Matt. He won his 15th game of the year in his last start. He's been solid since the season began, and he'd like nothing more than to pick up win number 16 and have 2 quality starts back-to-back.
Now at the plate, D. Gordon, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
All right, so going into the first pitch of the game, let's make it a good one, Jay.
Here's the first pitch to him.
First pitch curveball knocked over to shortstop,
and the inning begins with a quick out number 1. And here's a look at the starting
Jose
lineup
Abreu
for
has
the
to reach
visiting
for it,
Seattle
but
Mariners.
1 pitch, 1 out.
Anybody
D.
catch your
Gordon's
eye,
away.
Dan? Well, Matt, I'm going to be watching for the speedster D. Gordon. Coming into the game, he's among the leaders in the AL in stolen bases. Sure, that tells you he has a lot of speed, but what it also tells you is he does a great job of getting on base. Keep an eye on him if he gets aboard in this one.
Gene Segura standing in. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
Okay, so we'll try this again. Now, second pitch of the game against Gene Segura. Fast-running Gene Segura.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Cutter outside.
And a high
Takes the
strike
first
to
pitch
begin
for a
the
strike.
at-bat. It's 0-1.
Not bad. Now another cutter is the call on the black.
Here it comes. Behind
It was
0-2
late on
now.
it. So, call is now for an inside 2-seamer. I like it. Let's do it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That misses 1-2.
Just about clipped him in the gut.
I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
1 out, nobody
now,
on.
Call is for 1 down inside.
One down.
This is hit high in the air.
Skied into left center field, but it looks like Jackie Bradley Jr.'s out there in plenty of time to pull it in, and that's out number 2.
Next for Seattle, Devin Travis. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Change up in for a strike.
Kind of a dubious strike call there, but we did it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Here we go now. Let's go.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know, coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
Try a slider now.
Rip down the
That
line.
one is right down the third base line, and that is Devin Travis with a base hit
The relay, but he'll
and
be
even
in
a
there
double
with a double.
to
As
keep
we
the
look
first
again
inning
at that
going.
double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it
Now,
down
none of
line,
the
and that was
none of
some
the
great
Mariners
hustle
on the current
to beat
roster
the
have
third and
more
second
than
to earn himself a double.
actually D. Gordon is the one that has anything near as the most plate appearances with 8. So I really don't have that much of a basis of comparison for these guys.
That he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers.
I mean, for what it's worth, Devin Travis has 2 hits and one of them is a double in 4 plate appearances, so he's about as good as it gets on this team now.
Hey, don't be afraid. Let it fly. One
He's
time.
set and the pitch. Missed with a slider.
Won't go for the slider on the
These
first
are the
pitch, so
moments
that's
you
ball
can't
1.
relax. You never know when you're going to be able to
You may
score
or may
2
not
runs
notice
off
a
a
slight
great
change
pitcher.
in the audio
Here's the
quality
spot
this
right here
episode,
early.
depending on
You
how
have to
well I
find a way. You're happy with one, but if someone can
carry
catch
it
a gap,
off
this
in
game
the
could get out of hand pretty
post
quick.
session.
This winds up inside
Changed
for a
my
ball,
gear,
2-0
changed
now.
my setup around here, and I know that's always kind of a dubious thing. Takes me a little while to get everything sighted
Balls
in.
and a strike to the Mariners' first
So
baseman.
he takes a strike on that
Love
changeup
the
for
pitch call
2-1.
there, 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
1-1.
One over
Fouled
the first,
off that
but this will
fastball on
wind
the
up a
outside
foul
half.
ball. 2-2.
That's good. So let's give him a high inside corner fastball, 2-seamer.
Here now the 2-2.
See if he gets it.
His fastball
He does
taken
not get
high
it.
for a ball.
They
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher,
kind of
you've
cheated
gotta
me on
go
that
with the
call,
pitch
but I
that
guess
you
that's just
feel most comfortable throwing
just
with.
my just desserts after getting kind of the dubious call earlier. Change up or curveball
Hit hard,
outside
foul
corner.
toward
He again
first, so
fouls
they'll
it
come
off.
back and line it up again.
How about a cutter low inside corner?
The payoff pitch one more time. A little bouncer.
Taps the cutter.
Travis
And
at
early
second
on
with
it.
2 down.
So how about a changeup?
And he goes with the pitch here and drives it
That
the
one's
other way to
high.
deep
It's
right.
far. And it's
He
gone.
uses that short porch to an
Ryan
advantage
Healy
home
gets one
run.
off the end of the bat and sends it into right field for a nice little
Ryan
2-run
Healy
homer
puts
in the
two on the board
with 2
with
runs
that
in the
home
bottom
run.
of the first, top of the
29
first.
home runs for him on the year, and the Mariners move out in front 2-0.
Not ideal.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday.
Well,
So you
that
know
was
he's
middle of the
locked in and
zone,
ready
so I
to
really got
roll up
nobody
there.
to blame but
We'll see
myself
if he
on that
learns
one.
from that mistake.
And that'll bring up Ben
Try a cutter
Gamble.
now, outside
So
corner.
go after the first
Tapped it.
pitch and bounce it into foul
Strike
territory.
1.
264 is average entering
It's
play
early on it.
with 19 homers and 63 runs batted in. 0-2
Got a curveball over.
in there for a strike.
That's strike 2.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
So let's try fastball outside. Swing. Ooh, held up just in time.
Not a bad
And I mean
pitch
just
right there
in
on
time,
0-2,
man.
a fastball, and I think as a hitter right now, you have.
So how about a little slider inside, under the hands.
And a slider
Takes it. Strike 3 for Ben Gamble, and that'll end the inning.
So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Mariners are on top 2-0. Next will be the designated hitter, Jose Aviles. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
One of the keys to securing
Boston wasn't able to get any runs across in the last inning, so we are still down 2-0 going into the top of the second.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball.
First pitch slides on outside for ball 1.
Fastball in
that one's a
there
little
for
bit better.
92 on the radar gun that time.
92, not ideal for
Hey, like you can up there, like you can. Let's go.
From the
two-seamer,
windup,
so hopefully
pitch.
Jason get this one speed up a little
And
bit.
Fastball just
Right on the
up.
black, and still no
He just
call.
isn't that
So now we're
sharp on the mound
2-1.
right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
Change up
All right,
stayed low
changeup
that time
falls
for
out of the
ball
zone
3.
again. So now we're 3-1. So fastball, top of the zone, challenge pitch,
Takes a high
no swing.
fastball for a strike.
Nobody hadn't swung at a single
Pitch
pitch
to
so
hit that he
far.
let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
And a
Changeup,
swung on and
low
missed
part
for
of the
first
zone, and
down.
he swings and misses for the
All right,
strikeout.
let's
Have
take
a seat
quick
and
look
get
at
comfortable.
How the Red Sox set up on D today. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Jose Abreu. We know the bat plays, the ability to drive the ball out opposite field, no problem. But I don't think people realize how soft this guy's hands are at first base, constantly bailing his other infielders out.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year.
Hey, get ahead right here.
Try a curveball
offering
first
on
pitch
its
for
way.
Jorge Bonifacio.
Missed with a break.
Once again, ump is giving me no benefit of the doubt on these.
Hey, your pitch right now.
And the
Here's a
fastball
strike.
hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Try a cutter outside now.
Swing and a line drive.
And he got that one, but it's foul, so that's 1-2. Late on that pitch, so I'm going to go high part of the zone. Try to induce a swing.
The 1-2.
Swing and a miss.
He got him.
So that's
He's
3
looking
straight
a lot sharper and has
strikeouts
settled in here in
across the
second
last 2
inning. It'd be
innings.
hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
So now we're on to, don't remember who this is, Cisneros.
Into the box,
Alfonso Cisneros.
As
That's
he looks
right.
at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive.
Hey, come on now, guys. Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch. 2 down. You got 2 down.
So let's try this one. Swing and a miss.
Powers to cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
So that's 0-2. He had good timing on that cutter. So I think time's come to change it up a little bit. How about a curveball inside?
Got him
Swing and a miss on the curveball, and that
ends
makes
the
it
inning.
4 straight strikeouts.
3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Into the box, Joey Callahan, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow.
All right, Boston pulls back 2 in the bottom of the second, so we're back to even with the 9, 1, and 2 batters up to the plate. Try cutter outside, see how we do.
Takes a look at
Takes
one
it
catching
for
the
strike
outside
1.
corner. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is players.
Nice little pop up, Jay. You got it. You got it. You got it, Jay.
And I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Parham
there he goes
himself for the first out of the inning. So with one gone, time for our look at the current standings. As you can see, these guys really have a comfortable lead in the division race to this point in the season.
Season's coming to an end here, so
here's D. Gordon now. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
We are looking really good in terms of the postseason chase. I think we might well be leading the AL in terms of wins, which would put us against the wild card winner in the postseason matchups. But can't count our chickens before they hatch. So calls for 2-seamer inside.
The 1-0.
Line shot to left center field. Jackie Bradley Jr. is back there to collect it. He sends it on over. And they don't get him, so D. Gordon doubles to get things moving here in the top of the third.
He flew out in his last at bat.
And it's been a bit of a doubles machine action out here. Everybody's going for extra bases today. Grounder for Gene Segura over to first base, and that's 2 away now. So they need to get a base hit in order to score that run at third.
From the stretch. And that one just missed outside.
Wow, I think the heart of this system is right on top of us because it is really coming down out there. This isn't an easy sport to play in the rain.
The 1-0. Taken on the inside
corner. All right, strike out on the black, or strike on the black. Make it 1-1. Call is for a fastball on the bottom part of the zone. D. Gordon, one of the fastest men in baseball right now. Well, Jackie Bradley Jr. could not pull that one in, and that's going to be another RBI for. That's going to be another run for the Mariners, and RBI for Devin Travis.
Base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get
just
fired
a
up.
little bit out of reach.
100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
So that's not ideal, but it is what it is.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy.
Grounder over to Jose Abreu at first, and having made that run, it's going to end the inning.
Pick up a run on 2 hits. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mariners 3 and the Red Sox 2. Digging in, Ben Gamel. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
So let's try a cutter for Ben Gamel on the first pitch. Strike.
The rain starting
top of the zone.
Intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a pool.
He pulled that one a little bit early on there. So calls for a second changeup outside corner.
windup and the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad
Doesn't
pitch
go
there
for
with 2
it.
strikes, but it misses 1-2.
So now it's for a curveball that corner.
The 1-2. This is line to left.
Line shot to
And
left
that's a base
field.
hit. 1 for
Ben
2
Gamel's
in
going to
his
find
first
himself
couple
on
of plate
base after that, and that is
appearances.
another
So
base hit
leadoff
for
man
the
aboard to get
Mariners,
the
and this
inning
time we got a
underway.
man on first with nobody out, top of the
Hey,
fourth.
just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Up next for Seattle.
Let's try this again.
Jose Alvarez.
Standing in now, Jose.
Come on now.
And this gets
Oh,
on
right
quickly
off
here.
of Jose Abreu there at first. He couldn't pull it
And he'll
in,
reach first safely.
and that's going to be a base hit deflected off of Abreu. And Jose Avila's
Digging in, Jorge
is going to be on
Bonifacio.
base with men at first and second with nobody out.
Ready to deliver.
Try it
Here's the
again.
first pitch.
Swing and a miss on that
And that
changeup.
changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
I heard so many pitchers in my career in the dugout talk about you're only 1 pitch away from getting out of a nasty situation. This is perfect right here.
Try that
A
fastball
strikeout
high
or a
it,
double
up.
play, and
Can't
he can
catch
get
up
right
to it.
back in control of this inning.
Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, we need you right here. One time.
Now the call's for slider outside. I feel, you know, not great about it, but we're already sucking on so much other stuff. We might as well try it.
Here it comes on 0-2. Missed with a slider.
Nope. Way
He
outside.
executes that pitch on
Can't
the
make it
corner
work.
instead of-
So how about a curveball to the outside corner?
He jammed
Taps
it pretty
it.
hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
He'll try again. 1-2.
Swing and a miss on that
Back down to
fastball.
two-seamer, and that
Jorge
down on
Bonifacio
1.
goes
That's
down
his
once
second
again.
strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Now in the box, Alfonso Cisneros. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away.
Clips that cutter top of the zone for strike one. Calls for a changeup at the bottom of the zone.
Off the plate
Just
and in.
misses
It's a
off
ball and
the
a strike.
corner. Same spot. Calls fastball.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Skies it.
Swing and he pops him up on the infield.
Shallow
The infield
right
fly
field,
rule in
and
effect here.
Jose Abreu's just going to pull it in on the infield fly rule.
Hey, too late.
So digging in now, Joey Callahan. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Joey Callahan.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a curveball that time. to throw
Curveball
too
doesn't
low.
make it over.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that
Grounder
curveball
over to
again.
DJ LeMahieu
Got
gets
it.
Joey Callahan
Throws on to
out,
first
and that'll
will be
end the
in
inning.
time, and the Mariner rally gets turned away as the inning is over. Mariners leave a couple, but they still lead it 3-2. Here's D. Gordon now. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Center fielder.
Boston rallies in the bottom of the fourth and brings us up 4-3. So Jason is right on the cusp of a quality start here. But these Mariners have been making him pay for everything that he's done. So, got to worry about how he's going to perform in the next couple innings, considering he's already given up several runs. Randall Romero out there.
Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders.
Randall Romero out there in right field pulls in the ball for out number 1.
Tie for the AL lead.
I'm going to go ahead and go off the plate with this first pitch because these guys have been hitting me pretty viciously.
He's
been very aggressive about their swings.
A high fastball is in there.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking his zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
Well, not deliberately.
And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
It's funny, when I try to catch the corner, I miss it, and when I try to throw a ball, I'm hitting the zone.
Now you find yourself down 0-2.
All right, let's not screw around here. Let's go. High inside fastball. Strike 3 called. Get him off my plate, sir.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, and then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Now, Devin Travis is the guy that's got me scared here because he's hitting everything that I'm throwing at him.
First pitch on its way.
Low cutter.
And that one
slips out.
low, apparently.
Hey, Field plays at 1 here.
There's that curveball. That will catch the zone, though.
Is for strike 1.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
Really want to avoid giving him something he can mash. There's one on the corner. There's that cutter. Don't have a heck of a lot of confidence in it, but I'm going to try this low corner slider and see if I can't get him swinging at it.
This one misses.
Well, he didn't swing at it, but the ump also didn't call it, so that's a problem.
Tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those.
So next pitch is a changeup, straight back up the middle, and that's yet another base hit for Devin Travis, who's on fire today, taking Jason to the task.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no
and
chance.
Ben Gamble behind him. No, Ryan Healy behind him, who's already got 1 home run on the day.
The answer, and so be it.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you.
Fastball, missed the corner.
And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1.
How about that cutter outside corner? Not outside, Jason. That was kind of up a little bit.
In the inning.
How about an inside slider? What do you think about that?
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Ryan Healy.
No swing, huh? Okay, well,
Throw over to the bag.
I don't necessarily worry about Travis stealing on me. I just don't have a lot of confidence in that. Trouble is, I don't have a lot of confidence in many of my pitches right now.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right.
Skies out that cutter, and Randall Romero's right under it to pull it in.
And that'll retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Red Sox 4 and the Mariners 3. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble.
Hitting off for Seattle. Left fielder.
Let's try it again. Boston's still up 4-3. Jason's at 72 pitches. Not his most efficient outing, but as long as we can hold it together, I'm not too worried about it. Curveball catches the outside corner, kind of up, but no swing.
They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments.
How's that fastball?
Right here.
Lifted the other
late
way
on
down
that one, I think.
line. And that will end up a foul ball.
So how about an inside cutter to you?
You could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Looking to punch him
Inside
out again.
cutter.
And he
Taps it.
one off.
Put a good swing on it. Here we go.
How about a fastball up?
Oh, a
Swing and a
fastball
miss.
swung on and missed, and for
And
the
that sends him
second time
down.
Today, he's gone on strikes.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Okay, so with one out, we got Jose Aviles coming up to the plate.
In now, Jose.
Try that
Aviles.
curveball first pitch.
Yes, he'll look at a
No
breaking
swing.
ball. Misses
Well
the ball
outside
one.
as well.
A hit
So
in 2 tries for
losing
him so
command a
far.
little bit.
We got one here. We got one.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A
Get a strike on that changeup, though, outside half.
For a strike.
Really going for that outside corner.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes
Swing and a
half
miss on that
misses
two-seamer
strike
up.
2.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity.
So we'll try that corner curveball now. See if I can't get him either swinging at that or not swinging at that.
To short.
Well, he swung at it.
Mondesi
That's
scoops
out
it
there
up.
to
And
shortstop
that's the
with
second
Raul
out.
Mondesi, I think, and that'll be out number 2.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
And then Jorge Bonifacio up to the plate with 2 away in the top of the 6th.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. As the first pitch here's a
No
bit
strike
high,
on
it's
that
4-1.
cutter,
He's
and
0
it
for
stays
2
a little
in the
bit
ball
up.
game so far.
Try a 2-seamer inside.
Takes a knee
That catches the black, and that'll be strike 1.
All right, come on now.
Try this slider.
Back up the middle.
That's up the middle.
Diving
Jorge
try, but he
Bonifacio
can't
has
haul
himself
it
a
in.
base
It's
hit.
through for a base hit.
And that'll be man on first with 2 away in the top of the 6th.
That single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Good timing on it, too, so
The batter, third baseman.
Stepping in now, Alfonso Cisneros.
okay.
As he'll
Cisneros
take one up in the
takes
zone,
the-
but indeed in
takes the
strike
pitch
zone
first.
For the first strike.
Takes the first pitch for a strike.
Like you can. Here we go.
Calls for a changeup low.
Let her rip. Let her rip.
Ball 1.
Can't catch the zone. Jason is having some trouble sighting in his pitches today, it seems like. I mean, we always knew that he had some vision problems. That's why he wears glasses all the times, but
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in
all
him
right,
not
Cisneros
tackling the
holds
strike
up
zone
on
anymore.
that
Ball even at 2-2.
that fastball, but it is a strike. So might as well use the showtime while I got it. Curveball inside.
Sent on the
Grounder
down second.
up to DJ,
Glove by
and that's going to do
Lemay.
it for the
Throw
top of the
first will get
6th.
him easily, and the side is retired. Mariners lead 1. Score holds at 4-3.
Jason is doing, not fantastic today, but he's holding his own. Boston's still on top going into the 7th.
Digging in to try it again, Joey Callahan. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him.
On the other hand, Boston then goes up 6-3, so they're going to leave Jason in until he gets, till his arm falls off, I guess.
Bloop and a blast, they could certainly use that right now.
Try a changeup first pitch.
Good changeup that time,
Drops
but he
low,
wouldn't bite on it.
just out of the zone.
Hey, let's go, big fella. No outs here, fellas.
Here's a 2-seamer.
He pulls this one in,
yanks it into right field.
So the leadoff man
Romero
is on
can't
to
get it
begin
over
the
to
inning.
Abreu, and that'll be a base hit for...
Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Joey Callahan
he
there.
He didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
Okay, and D. Gordon back to the plate, so they're going to leave him in.
The toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Good setup. And
Change up.
Change hits the spot 0-1.
Catches the outside half for strike 1.
Thus far.
Calls for an up two-seamer.
Comes set and the 0-1. And a fastball.
Can't catch the zone with that two-seamer, and that's strike. That's ball 1.
Ball game for Seattle.
Curveball
2-1.
misses again.
Mariners leadoff batter.
Jason clearly struggling a little bit more out here. At 93 pitches with no outs in the 7th.
2-2 now.
So that's strike 2. Oh, let's just be... No, let's not be stupid. Let's be sensible. How about that curveball outside corner for the double play ball? Right over there. Flip. They can't get D. Gordon there at first because he is something of a fast man, but we trade man on first for an out.
You basically have to make a perfect turn on a hard hit ball to double him up.
That's what D. Gordon can do for you if you got one. And that'll end it for Jason today. So he ends it today after 6 1/3. And we'll see if Boston can hold on to this 3-run lead. Jason will take the win if he can, if they maintain the lead. But it's also possible we could lose this one just by letting some runners on. Phil Maton takes over for Jason on the mound, and we'll find out what these guys can do in his absence. And that is going to do it for Jay today, so let's find out what he can do. Survey says...
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
6-4, the outcome today. Boston took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Jason Parham wins a...
Well, it was another hard-fought one for Jason today, but he does pitch for 6 1/3 innings, allowing 9 hits for 3 runs, including a Ryan Healy home run. Collects 7 strikeouts and the win. He goes to 16-6 on the year and 44-32 in his career. His ERA has gone to 2.18. His FIP is at 2.50, and his xFIP is at 2.74. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.